and sculpted. So here we are, going from just a very rough shape. There's no definition there. It's not really anything. It fits on Lagoon's body. Made to fit her head. And now I'm going to make it into a face. Here's her original face, which is also paperclay. I could actually split it apart into little paper particles if I want to. And if there's any question in the end, I can always take a hammer and destroy it and show you that it is indeed all paper. So first, get a general idea of where I want the eyes. That's good enough. And then take my speedball, and I'm going to gouge her some eyes. Hold on, I gotta put a new sharp blade in. This is my speedball. It's made for linoleum cutting. I use this only on paperclay. Don't use it on Super Sculpey. Super Sculpey is too hard for it. You'll end up cutting yourself. I guess if you're really, really careful, you can try it, but I cut myself and needed stitches last time I did that. So, here we go. I should be about here, so note I'm cutting away from myself for the most part. I have learned the hard way that that's the way you should really do things. I'm also being really careful because I'm holding this at an awkward angle so the camera actually picks it up. Hopefully it's not too bright. Your eyes sit back in your head in their sockets. So the mistake I've seen most people make when they make heads is they don't make the sockets deep enough. They make them too shallow, and your head looks all mutated in like an alien gray or something. So make sure and make those deep enough. The other thing is enough top to the head. Most ball jointed dolls have really large heads, but their faces are small and set low like a child's. And that's what gives them their specific look. You can hear my arm is actually resting on my Thai iced tea. So that's the crinkly plastic noise you hear because it's wrapped in a plastic bag for some reason. So, eye holes, not quite deep enough yet. I tend to make them a little too deep sometimes, but for this I'd rather err on the side of going too deep than not deep enough. Then you take a piece of really high grit sandpaper. In this case it is 80 grit. If it's not wet or dry, start going to town on this. And ideally you should be wearing a mask, but because if I did you wouldn't be able to hear me. I'm not in this case. This is going to be really fun when I get to the really fine parts. I have to put my face as close as I can to it because I'm starting to lose my close-up vision just a little bit. Probably from staring at crap like this too closely. Alright. And you can see kind of how deep that is. And that starts to become the bridge of a nose. Take my trusty and fairly sharp exacto and start cutting. You don't want to use a really dull blade because you're more likely to cut yourself with a dull blade. Always be very careful and keep band-aids and stuff on hand. Alright, that's probably enough for the gouging. So I'm going to soften this right here up a bit. I haven't decided what kind of face I want to make because the first face turned out pretty much exactly the way I wanted it. So we'll see what happens.